Hello everyone. I'm gonna teach you basic makeup step by step. I'm starting with the foundation, taking it at the back of my hand. Just one pump is enough. For beginners, dotting method is the safest method to start with. All you need to do is to evenly spread out the foundation all over your face. Now I'm taking a round buffing brush and slowly buffing it out on my face. As you can see that I'm gently buffing my brush in smaller portion of the face and gently taking time to buff the foundation. There are different ways to apply the foundation, but today I'm going to show you with the buffing brush technique. Take your time to apply the foundation and enjoy the process. If you have noticed, I have not applied the foundation underneath my eyes because I'm going to apply the concealer so that we don't have thick layers underneath the eyes which causes the creasing, and I'm going to show you the most thinnest layer of makeup base. This way you don't get creasing on your smile lines or underneath your eyes or anywhere else because the makeup is in the most thinnest layer form. I'm showing you the foundation blending technique without any much of the cuts or edits so that you can learn that this much time is okay to blend your foundation. After blending the foundation on all over your face, make sure you don't have any bristle marks on your face and blend it seamlessly. There are many great foundation brushes out in the market, but I'm using Real Techniques one in this video. I have another ones from other brands as well. Now whatever foundation is left on your brush, blend it onto your neck as well. Moving on to the concealer, I am taking it at the back of my hand so that we have the most thinnest layer of the concealer underneath our eyes. Taking a small buffing brush, I am loading it with the concealer and applying it underneath my eyes, just enough to cover the dark circles of our eyes. We don't need to make a thick layer underneath our eyes. As you can see, I'm not taking the concealer all the way up to the eyes. I'm leaving a bit of a space because we don't need to conceal the outer rim of the eyes. Leave it as it is so that the natural shade of the dark circles makes it look like you have got an eyeshadow underneath. Now let me show you what mistakes you can avoid while doing your concealer. Number 1. Never look down while applying your concealer. Always and always keep your mirror little above so that you can open your under eyes and apply the concealer. This reduces the chances of having creases underneath your eyes. Now if you see the shape we have created underneath our eyes, it looks like an inverted triangle starting from underneath the eyes till the nose. I'm blending little bit of concealer on my chin area to lift the chin and make it look little forward because we are making a 3D effect by the foundation, and I'm tapping it with the fingers as well. So when you are using the concealer of little lighter shade, you can actually highlight your face and make it look little forward. When the light hit first on your face, the highlighted areas are visible first. Now we are seamlessly blending all the concealer we have put on our face and make it look like completely blended. Now I am taking Tom Ford shade and illuminate to contour. I am placing the line below my cheekbone from top of the ear till the middle of my cheekbone. Drawing another line underneath my jaws for double chin. Remember, contouring underneath your cheekbone and under the jaws. Now we are going to place the contour on our forehead to make it a little smaller. The leftover contouring cream, I am placing it onto my nose because I don't need much of the contouring for the nose. You can see I'm drawing the line from below the eyebrows till the tip of the nose. And I'm trying to blend it with the fingers and make a proper straight line. You can actually skip this step and I will show you another way to contour the nose if it is too difficult for you. Now if you have learned the placement of the contour, let's begin to blend it out. I'm using the round buffing brush. It makes it very easy to blend out the contour. The strokes of the brush should be upward and outward because we are chiseling the cheekbones to make it look little smaller and slimmer. For jaws, we need to blend it inwards. Now this side, I'm showing you the mistakes we need to avoid while contouring. Do not blend the contour towards the face. Always remember, contour has to be blended away from the face towards the ears. For double chin, you need to make sure that the contour is not placed above the jawline. It has to be hidden underneath the jaws and make it blend towards the inner side of the neck. For forehead, you need to blend it towards the hairline and not towards the center of your forehead. Because for the center of the forehead, we have highlighted the area to make it look little forward. Whenever we apply the foundation and concealer, we need to contour the face because it will look like a straight face. We need to add those contours and make it look little chiseled. You can directly use the contouring powders, which we are going to do next, or you can use the creams and the combination of the powders. Now I'm setting my face with the loose powder. I'm loading the brush with the powder and taking the excess of the powder on my palm. Make sure to blend the creases with the fingers, or you can use the brush, because once the powder is applied, you won't be able to blend the creases. I'm pinching the brush so that it goes into all the fine lines or the crevices and set it perfectly. Now I'm applying the powder with the feathery strokes so that I don't apply much of the powder on my face. You can literally see the blurring effect of the setting powder, and you don't need pore filling primers or hydrating primers or any kind of primers to smooth out the skin texture. Always choose the setting powders to smooth out the skin texture and do not rely on the primers. Now I'm doing the brows off camera because brow tutorial needs a whole dedicated video for it. Moving on to the powders, I'm using MAC Mineralise Skin Finish as a bronzer. I'm using an angular fluffy brush. Loading the brush with the powder, I'm slightly tapping the brush onto the contoured areas. We can use the contouring powder, but I'm using the bronzing powder because I have olive brown Indian skin tone, and contouring powder, which is always cool tone, it looks like little alien to my face. So if you had noticed, I had used a warm dark brown contouring cream. Placement of the bronzer is on the same areas which we had contoured earlier. Combination of cream, liquids and powders makes our makeup little long lasting. You can either use the creams or the powders, or you can use the combination of both. It depends on what kind of makeup you are looking for. Since I don't apply the primers or the setting spray, I always rely onto the powders to set my face and bring the longevity to my makeup. Moving on to the blush, I'm using a jelly tint blush and applying with a stippling brush which has a fluffy and 2-layer of bristles. Here too, I'm dotting the blush and blending it out and adding the blush as much as we need while blending it out. This technique is very useful in controlling how much amount of blush you need to place it. Well, today I am in mood to make a sunburnt blush on my cheeks. So I'm going to make a W shape on my cheeks by blending my blush underneath my eyes towards the nose, onto the nose, and make a connection from one cheek to another. You can use the powder blushes, cream blushes, liquid blushes. There are many type of blushes out in the market. Today I chose the jelly tint blush because it stains your cheeks and remains onto your cheeks as long as you keep the makeup on. Now I'm going to apply it onto my nose and connect both the cheeks and make a W shape. Taking a little bit of blush and I'm placing it onto the crease of the eyes and blending it out. This way we are going to get the monochromatic look. It's actually an escape to do an eyeshadow and do the whole shebang onto your eyes. You can just apply the blush and forget it. You can also apply the bronzer instead of the blush, but these days blushes are my favorite thing, so I apply it wherever it is possible. Now we got a slight tint to our eyes as well. Moving on to the highlighter, I'm going to apply it with a soft fluffy brush. Now if you look at your cheeks, you would find the highest point on your cheekbones. That's where we are going to apply the highlighter. The Charlotte Tilbury one is the blinding highlighter. Actually, you need to diffuse it so that it doesn't look right on the face. I'm applying it on both sides of the eyebrows, on top of the eyebrow and underneath the eyebrows. These are the points when the light hits on your face, it illuminates. Since I'm sitting in front of the natural sunlight, you can see how the highlighter is getting illuminated. In normal lighting, like when you see it through, you don't find the highlighter on your face. It is like completely hidden, but when the light hits on your face, it illuminates. Moving on to highlighting the nose, you need to tilt your face a little bit so that you can see the bridge of your nose and apply your highlighter. Applying the highlighter on the tip of the nose and side of the nose, it gives the effect that your nose is little slimmer and smaller because we have already contoured the nose and then we are putting the highlighter on specific areas of the nose. In order to apply the mascara, you need to tilt your head a little up so that you can go to the roots of your lashes and apply the mascara. Now I'm going to show you the mistakes while doing the mascara. Don't keep your head straight and look down. Keep your head always up and then look down so that the mascara don't stain your eyelids. And never ever forget your lower lashes. The main job of mascara is to open up your eyes. So when you are putting the upper lashes, you need to also do your lower lashes as well. Moving on to the lipstick, I'm going to draw the line with the same lipstick and fill it in. That way you can skip the lip liner and apply just the lipstick in a proper way by properly lining your lips and fill it in. I'm using Swiss Beauty's lip crayon. It is a matte formula and it is the longest lasting lipstick on my lips. You can eat, you can drink, and it will remain on your lips for longer duration. The last step is I'm taking the setting powder and buffing it out on all over my face so that there is a seamless application of makeup. Since I sweat a lot and in India the weather is always dry and hot, I rely on setting powders for longevity instead of the setting sprays. There you have it, simple, glamorous, monochromatic look. Hit the like button if you like the video and follow me for more such looks.